Alright, I guess we're starting with this as the opening screen, even though this is not the video in question that we are showing that on. For anybody who doesn't know, that was the thumbnail for the last Kick video I've just posted on my alternate channel where I do my cosplay stuff, which in case you're interested, links are always down in the description below in case you want to see some of the stuff I'm doing on there. Also, the reason and where I've been the last year, for anyone who is still new to the hang, hasn't watched the video of me saying where the hell I've been, that's where you can find out. But anyway, hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. I am of course salotuschaos, your host, and today we're not playing Boofy's Bunker. We are now getting into the swing of things now that we're back on the channel. Those two parts are already out. I thought we'd do something a bit different, because of course we're not just going to be doing the horror games and all that. What am I doing? Chasing trends? No. Now we're playing games I want to play. And what better to play than a good old classic, some good old Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Always a personal favourite of mine. And the only reason I play the game anymore, especially because, you know, the regular game is ass, in my opinion, and they also stopped supporting duels. So now there's even less reason to play the game. So, yeah. I mean, if anyone's just taking a nosy at my... Oh, wait, you can't see it. I've cropped it too much. You can't see it. Hang on, I've got to show it off to the crowd here. Why is there like a black outline over there? Why is the whole screen just weird? Hang on. Do I need to like swap this out or something? That's way too small. I'm not doing that. Game capture. Why is it doing that? Hang on. Transform it. Fit to the screen. There you go. Don't know why it was like that. Last thing I played was the Don't Starve stream last week. Before I went off to Manchester for a bit. So I guess I must have cropped it to not show something. I don't know what. But anyway, yeah, you can see down there I have 3,970 gold. It was originally 5,970 odd gold because I bought the mini expansion because those are a thing. And that's practically the only thing I spend the money on because, well, I just don't play the regular game. That and the game just gave me like... The game gave me like 100 free packs twice. This is the second time they've done it. I've just had 166 packs sitting there for no purpose because I'm not playing the main game. I mean, I haven't even checked if duels are still available or not, but at the very least, I think they're not supporting it anymore. So, it kind of takes off my reason to want to get cards and actually somewhat play the regular game again, which is a shame because duels was kind of fun and interesting. But I guess we now have to stick with the one game mode that a lot of people care about these days that got sick of Hearthstone. And that's Battlegrounds, because it just couldn't exist in its own thing. Oh, hello. Okay. Anyway, yeah, since I played this, video-wise, a lot of things have changed. We've just got spells introduced, just putting an extra amount of, like, just utter shade on, Storybook Brawl, which was a game that was like sort of meant to come out and be like a new Battlegrounds. It was made by a lot of people who were part of the Hearthstone team, I believe. That unfortunately closed down. I actually supported that because Storybook Brawl was generally a really great game, had some really cool concepts of it, and now Blizzard have just come around. They basically just stolen the good aspects of Storybook Brawl and absorbed it into itself. Because spells are a new thing. You get Battleground spells you could spend money on. These are some new spells that have been added. Oh, they've been temporarily removed from Battlegrounds. Okay, this one I don't know. This one I do know, because I did play a few games earlier today before I did this video. Suspicious Stimulant was, it was a situation of, I think, being used in ways that people didn't expect. I know that there is a card, I think it's like Landlubber is what his name was, which is a really cool card that uses tavern spells as like its focus. It can put more of them in your pool. I think when it came out, it was used in a way the team didn't expect, and you got some really good value early game, which was just not at all planned. And I've been seeing this popping up a lot today, where people have just had, like, whirlwind elementals, and they've just been, like, hit with this buff about 9 times. So, freeze a minion in tavern, if it's frozen at the end of this turn, double its stats. Double is a strong word. Because you can get to crazy numbers from it. Has anyone heard the story of, I can't remember what the character was called, but story of the guy who made the chessboard, and he would get, like, a start with a grain of rice, and for every single Gonna quiet that up. For every single square on the chessboard he did, it would double the amount of rice he had last time. So by the time that he got to about 32, the rice was insane. And I think if I recall, the true way that story ended is that the Emperor executed him because he couldn't pay for the rice anymore. But back in the when I was a wee little lad in school, we were told that he apparently got a hold of the castle, like the guy making the chessboard. Don't believe your teachers, kids. They full of lies. I don't know if I could say this because I am myself a teaching assistant, but that was at least the way that we were taught back in. But I can imagine saying, "Oh yeah, but because he didn't have the rice for it, he killed him. He's dead, gone, off with his head. No more." So maybe it was a more polite way of putting it. Anyway, the point I'm trying to say is suspicious stimulant, very suspicious indeed, and I'm assuming it's been taken out because people have just been getting some stupid high numbers with their stats on their minions like today. So I guess that makes sense. The rest of it's still the same. It's the current season that Tavern spells are introduced, but they did just put quests back in as well. So we've got Tavern spells plus quests. Mix them together. This is what our current season is. I haven't played this in like a week or so. This is even before I headed off to Manchester to see a kid friend of mine, which I got back on Tuesday. I'm recording this on the Friday. Had a really fun time up there. Super fun. And again, for anybody who was curious about this video, the Alistair Kig debut meet and greet vid, that's on my Kig channel, and that is part of the footage that we got while I was up there with my friend Kiki. So if anyone wants to go and see what was the outcome of that, go check out that video. I'm really proud of that one. I had a lot of fun doing it. Just one of those sort of Kig dreams in the community, just fulfilled there. And it was really fun. And we got some other stuff to do as well. But again, I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea. That's why the links are in the description below for anybody who wishes to check them out. And that's as far as we go. For now, we have the Battlegrounds to conquer. And we're playing as Brain. What?
Are you ready?
Why is there... Why is it... There's... I don't like that. This could be a problem. Let me switch off game capture. Let me go to display. Oh god, not that. Better. There you go. That solved the problem. Okay. So apparently, game no light game capture right now, at least in Battlegrounds, or maybe it's a thing just on the Streamlabs. Maybe the video will be fine, but we ain't gonna take that risk. I'm probably gonna be playing for maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours in this little session. So, the last thing I want to do is get to the end of it and realise the whole thing's been ruined because Blizzard can't make their game work properly. Something like that. I think I might turn it down a little bit too, just to be sure. I'm looking at those volume levels. They are a little bit concerning to me. Alright. So, current metas of this format. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Does it just look like the face of somebody who has any clue what they're doing? Never. Look at my hair. My hair looks like a dead lizard. Because I've been out and about. I've just come back from getting some grub and some fresh air, and my hair looks like this. Because I don't know what I'm on about. Obviously, besides those cars that were taken out, the suspicious stimulant being the one that I know why it was taken out, most likely. I don't know about the other one, though. I thought the other one was quite neat to have, because it was basically like Jance's effect in a spell form. So again, if I could hazard a guess, probably because there was some abuse of it that was not foretold. I don't know. I have no idea, but we will. I'm sure we'll probably find a reason. Oh wait, no, we can't because they're not in the pool anymore. All right, I guess we'll never know. It's not like I watch other people's Hearthstone content. What do you think I am? Some nerd who watches Hearthstone content? No, I don't. It's quite funny actually. I for someone who plays Battlegrounds fairly decently, fairly often, I don't really watch other people play Hearthstone Battlegrounds. But because like a lot of the people I know who still play Hearthstone, that they only play the core game or they abandoned the core game. that's about it. So I'm just cleaning up my desk a little bit. I hate dust. But yeah, just I guess a lot of people just fell off Hearthstone a bit that I used to watch in the community, and just a lot of other times it's just not something that I'm particularly following these days. Honestly, like I don't really follow a lot of new channels these days. A lot of them are just like some of the classics, mainly like the FNAF ones and all, because of course. Play 6 Battleground minions get Tide Oracle Morgul from tier 7. That's pretty cool. And I've got to play Battlecries, which I'm doing anyways. I think we'll go with that. It seems pretty swanky, pretty nice. Yeah, you know, let's buy a strike oil. We're rich! We're rich, bitches! Yeah, we'll go with that and see what's what. But yeah, regarding like general strategies, I have no idea. I know there's some really cool cards in here, which definitely seem like some of the stronger ones. There do seem to be a few more cards in this that are focused more around the concept of tavern spells. I know there's like a tier 4 ogre taunt minion that if you play a tavern spell, it gives a random minion of yours +3/+3, which is pretty cool actually. I imagine with enough of those, that could actually be quite a potent threat, especially because you have characters like Dr. Holiday, who gives you random tavern spells, and even with the quests, we did get some new ones. Like there's some that give you. Oh, this is a new one because tier 7 was introduced by before the quest came back, so getting something that gives you a tier 7 minion makes sense. We also got ones that give you random tavern spells at the end of each turn. We've got one that I think is like a passive that gives you -1 reduction on your tavern spell costs. There's a lot of them. I always like this part. This is my favourite part of the Battleground season. Things are sort of being discovered. It's the honeymoon period, essentially. Things are nice and calm. They're settled. You're trying to get into the new way of life and all, before things ramp up a little bit. Which is always the case with Hearthstone. Like, Hearthstone was always a game where it's like, there is a honeymoon period, then people know what the meta is, then the meta gets so stale they have to make balance changes, and then it ends up, like, before they move into the next season, that's where, like, things are sort of as they are, and then people are getting ready for the new season, playing the best decks over and over and over again. It's a constant cycle. Again, more the reason why I stopped playing it, because it was getting boring. Just go to Gladiator. Gladiator, Gladiator, Gladiator. Gladiator, Gladiator, Gladiator. Yeah, put those back in the pool. Get you down. Okay. So, I think... I feel like our best bet is probably to just push for the quest. I don't know. It comes and goes depending on quests and the hero you're playing as well. But, I mean, if we're playing as Bram, we want to kind of push for his sort of quest of getting Bram Bronzebeard, because that's just a really powerful card to have. So, kind of want to push for that. But then also my quest gives me a benefit for doing the same thing. And it's a pretty good minion, all things considered. So I guess probably, maybe, I don't know. Again, if you're watching this video because you are looking for advice, you're looking for tips and tricks of how to play the most recent version of Battlegrounds there is out there, and how to beat all your friends and everyone else that's calling you names, this is not the place to do it. This is not the face of someone who knows what they're doing, let alone knows what they're doing with anything these days. So, yeah, I do apologise. Sucks to be you. Right. We need Battlecries. That is a Battlecry minion. I guess we can go with that. I also need a minion in the hand to start getting these buffs. That's a nice thing to have. What if I were to Chef's Choice on the Murloc? Another Blazing Skyfin. Do that. Then we can, I guess we'll play Tad, see what Tad gives us. Mercules. Okay. And then I could play the Eagle. Get some of that buff going. I kind of guess I want to go for the... I mean, I guess Murlocs is probably the best idea. We are playing Bran after all. Bran with Murlocs goes very well together, but our health is not looking very good. This was a new card they added as well, Eagle. Give another random friendly minion and a minion in your hand +2/+3. I like to see it. I like to see that they're sort of going more and more with the hand buff style that Murlocs are sort of being identified as these days. Which, you know, is a darn sight better than the Divine Shield and Poisonous malarkey that they've been associated with forever. And granted, still are, but I like that they've got like something else to them. And it's quite nice. I do like that. Oh, and George is trying to show me up. How dare you, George? Ugh. Some of these hits could be a bit better, but oh well. So he's got Yogtastic Tasties, so he can spin the wheel. Yes. Right, Diamok Forager. How much do I need? I need one more for Bran. What do I get on tier 4 that's worth it for a Murloc deck? I don't think there is anything particularly important. So maybe I will shuffle over a bit. Let's give this a shot. I guess I'm just not confident right now with going up a tier. I think I need to solidify my board a bit more before I like start ramping into something else. Because at least we've got some playmakers here which are sort of like putting a focus on. So there is that. Which isn't too bad. I put the Forager down. Let's buy the Hunter. Buff the Forager. That gets us that done, which gives us Morgul. Which is good. So when this attacks and kills a minion, give its maximum stats to a minion in your hand. So it has to attack something, so I need to put it at the front, preferably. I also need a space for Mercules to be summoned. That's Natural Blessing, I like that. Yeah, I guess we'll just chuck him out. I guess so. Do I want to... No, I'll shuffle, see if I get something else. I was thinking I could have got the slimy dude and got some buffs that way. Oh well. Yeah, this one. Saloon Dancer. Whenever you cast a tavern spell, give another friendly minion +3/+3. Pretty good. Pretty nice buff. So if you're going for a tavern spell build, that seems like a really good card to have. Can't argue with that at all. Okay. That was pretty good. So, Echoing Roar. We need to tier up now. We did get Colite Seer. That's really, really good. Just get a bunch of buffs down. Why not? So, buff you further. Do I need to buff Morgul? I don't think I need to. Because Morgul is Morgul. Morgul is poisonous, and poisonous kills. So as long as he's at the front killing and getting his effect off, then he technically does something. I mean, I could up his health. Oh wait, hang on. I just realized this is poisonous, not venomous. So technically, Morgul will always have poisonous. I keep forgetting venomous is like a different keyword. That could actually be quite useful then. Maybe I should keep him around. Let's buff him a little bit then. Sure. Whatever. Oh wow. They put Utility Drone down to a tier 4. Cool. Okay. Good to know. Good to know for further and future potential deck building. It's very good to know. Strong Shell Scavenger. I only need one slimy, whatever its name is, and that gets me 4 taunts and then +2/+2 buff on top of that. Yeah, I'll leave it for now. You told me I've got one. I probably shouldn't go for the other one, should I? That's probably not really good. Alright. Durgans. Out. That was a bad start. So I'm guessing that's probably why it has to attack. Because it has poisonous. If it could just battle something and gain the stats of whatever it battled, I guess that would probably be a little bit too good. Because it gets 2 trades, potentially, and also a bunch of stats. So at least if I put it at the front, it has to attack something, and then it gets the buff. So I guess that makes a wee bit more sense. I guess so. Ooh. Planar Stellar Telescope. Into Coalite Seer. You'd love to see it. Another Coalite Seer. And probably go for another Forager. I don't think we really need the Gladiator anymore. Gladiator just sort of sat around. That was about it. There's the Sloon Dancer, but we really don't have a tavern spell strategy going. Let's play one of these. Now we should probably play both, actually, in case we do end up getting a second one from the chef's choice. Wayward Grimsail, okay. Oh, Grimscale, sorry. Grimsail! Sail on the seas! Yes. Okay. That's tier 4. Wait, was that tier 4 before? No, that was tier 5. That was definitely tier 5. I think. It's actually been like, maybe a week since I last played. And I've already forgotten, like, what was and what will be. Right. Don't really need Snap Enrichment. There's another Coalite Seer, though. Don't play... I mean, that does buff, so there's a benefit to it, I guess. But I haven't got the space for it, is the problem. So it's only going to summon... It's only going to summon one of them, but... Yeah, it's just summon. Maybe if I get a gold... either a gold of either of these two. That could help clear up the space a little bit. Damn it! Divine Shield's my only weakness! Damn it. So currently Morgul has not scored anything regarding buffs, but at least Mercules is getting some. Yes! +1! Oh, those numbers. Those are peak numbers right there. If only my channel would grow like that, that'd be great. That'd be brilliant. Alright, Coalite Seer. I think we can tier up now. I think we're at a point where we can afford to do that. We've been in a pretty good streak. Got to see how it goes. Shadowwalk with dragons. And Eternal Summon. That's the undead minion, right? I think. Death Hours trigger an extra time. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested to see what's what. That is for certain. What do I want to do? Do I want to put anything else down? Dragons are usually quite beefy, so I'm just thinking, do I want Wayward Grimscale down as well? I could probably get rid of one of these foragers. Because I'm very clearly only going to, like... I'm only going to get a small buff from having one out. I might as well have a venomous minion that can actually kill something. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll give that to Morgul, I guess. And do I want to save the freeze for the Belcher? On a board that's also really buffed out anyways, and I don't think really having another venomous minion solves that. I mean, it could give the Forager venomous, I guess, but I don't think that's really enough. Do I even need... No, I kind of still need Bran. Do I need Bran? The card that we spent all our resources trying to get. Probably. if I've devoted that much to it, I should probably keep it. That's probably a very, very good idea. I put resources and time into this thing. Very least I could do. If anything, it's just good manners. Alright. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's not... Oh, wait, they haven't actually got that quest done yet. Right, okay. I forgot it just says what their quest is. Doesn't actually tell you if they've completed it or not. They do have several merc eyes, though. Which I kind of want those. So if they could just, like, die, that would be really cool. They do have that really buffed up Skyfin, though, which could be a problem. Right. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess I can buy this. Maybe get what I want. There's not really enough types on here to make that worth it. Drakasaf gives me extra minions, so I guess I can go with that. Oh, and it also gives me dragons. And it gives me battle cries. That was actually a perfect choice then. You know me, I am a genius. We can even do this again. We can do this. Get 2 of those. Oh, that triggers twice. Oh, yeah, because it's when a Battlecry triggers. It's not when you play a Battlecry minion. That might be... Oh, I didn't think about that. But, it could still be worth it. That still could be good. Even if I did waste the buff, technically. But we don't talk about that. Discover a tavern spell. Summon a minion in combat. Give your minions +3 attack. I guess Silver's probably the best one we got. Get a copy of a Murloc in your hand. A copy? So we're talking like exact copy? Yeah? If so, that's pretty cool. I've got a very buffed up Mercules here. Wouldn't mind having a second one. See what we get from the tavern spell though. Tumbling is not really useful because I don't have a free space for it. I guess upper hand's quite nice.
That's quite the army.
Get a copy of Mercules.
You're down a minion and up a goal. Better hire a recruit while you can. Hiring that minion will get you a trip.
Fuck it. We're gonna just we'll sell Mercules because then we get the other one on the field. We're at that point in our health now. I don't think it's going to really benefit us keeping it going. Okay. I think we're good. Ah, that sucks. The only real threat is that Sand Spewer. Everything else is not really a problem. Oh, that's a KO. Sweet. Good stuff. What I like to see. I like to see that a lot. Yes. Okay. Let's use this, because I can actually get a hero power. Stir the pot, Stay Frosty, or Trash for Treasure. I guess Stay Frosty. It's probably the most useful one we got. Buy the Mercules. That's a lot of attack on that thing, my goodness. That's a nice minion to have, even though I kind of wish it was... I kind of wish the Mercules was in my hand still. So I can actually get the benefit of the buff, but... Oh well. Telescope. I think it's better me having them separate. I can at least buff up this Heedless Hoarder while it's like on the field, so there is that. Another telescope. I keep calling it telescope. It's a telescope. It's the thing you look through in order to get things big, like to see the stars and all that. Don't know why I'm speaking like this. I apologise if I'm offending anybody. Got a lisp. Got a lisp. It's despicable. Okay. So refresh again. Jack Saf. I don't have Brand anymore, but I do at least get Get a double trigger on the battle cries here, which is nice. And also a +5 attack buff, so can't argue. I guess we're just going to put Chorgle down and just go with that. It seems like the plan. Because Diamok won't summon any of them now, but I think I want to keep Silvaz in play right now in order to just keep getting some more spells. That's probably useful. Maybe. I don't know. Go with that. With any luck, Mercules might get us a lot of buff. Same goes with Morgul, with any luck. That's a lot of Divine Shields. I don't like that. Oh, rat's ass. Yeah, that warp point could be a problem if we don't get rid of it now. Okay. We got very, very lucky with that. Good lord, we got very lucky with that. Oh boy. And we got some good buffs on Forager. I mean, given the fact that we lost, like, Mercules immediately. Yeah, that's quite nice. Copy of a Murloc in your hand. Or Armor Stash. Armor Stash might let us survive a turn. I feel like that probably is the right play. So they're playing dragons. So that's just, like, really buffed up stuff. I could probably go with a Oozling Gladiator? Question mark? I think. Probably quite useful. Maybe? I don't know. Probably more useful than the buff that the Forager's giving at this point. That is for certain. Okay, so do that. Do that. Primal Fin Lookout. Into Eagle or Seer? Seer, I mean, Seer's a more generic, like, general buff for my team, while the other's very specific. Oh! Why not both? Why not have both of them? Alright then. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. Okay. So, let's give you one, and I guess I'll give one of the Skyfins one as well. Freeze you, buff these, I guess make room as well. No, because I don't have the Forager on the field anymore, it's in my hand. I'm being a total penis. What am I doing? What am I doing? Ugh. Looks like we're fine now. Yeah, that's a KO. We really came back from this, my god. I feel like I was getting way too distracted and not playing the game at all properly. And made plenty of bad mistakes. We just saw one right there. But we're in the top 2, so hey. I'll take it. I won't complain. Yep, okay, Dreamer's Embrace. Maybe we can get another Seer. That's nice. To Lookout, which can give us a Skyfin. I think we'll go with Tad though. Can we get someone else? Another Tad. Tad's so good, I got 2 of them. Hooray. Oh, I got the gold placement anyways. Right. Maybe a young Murkai? Murky? There is Murky. Whirling Lassomatic. Divine Shield Windfury. Whenever this attacks, get a random tavern spell. That's pretty cool. Also, wow, this is now tier 6. I can't blame it. This was a pretty good minion. Do I go with Murky? Is Murky actually my choice? Or do I go with the Whirling Lassomatic? I think we go with Murky. Why not? We'll go with Murky Moo. Murkyplier. So I can play this now and get something else on the field. Eagle.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Into... I guess we'll go buff Morgul again. Because we can. Right. I barely fought against Denethrius. Okay, that's not awful. I think that's definitely doable. Yeah. I'd say so. That was a very unfortunate shot. But we got a lot of poison, we got a lot of high health stuff, and they don't have much besides the initial minions. I think that's death. No, no, it's not. They're on 1 health. Ah! We win. Oh no, we didn't win. We got to go a bit more. This is where I get screwed over because the opponent pulls out a win condition. Now they know what they're against. They know how to counter me. Christ, trigger twice until next turn. Yeah, why not? That could be an idea. Telescope, seer. Okay, we'll do that. I think we're gonna cash in all of our goodies here. I'm gonna see if we can pull this through. Just gonna play a bunch of Moylocks. That Healer's Hoarder has had no love at all this game, so we can just do this. I guess we'll just do that, yeah. Right, so they had a bunch of Divine Shields at the front. So maybe it's more beneficial if I were to... Do I want to move base skill at the front? Because those Divine Shields are going to ruin Morgul. Maybe I'll do that. Or is that... I don't know. We'll do this. We'll see how that works. Because at least the Venomous will get put onto something else. So there's a chance we can get another benefit. Upper hand. Oh wow, that was perfect. And that or the base skill would easily the best targets there. Okay, it's okay. Cool, that's a good target to hit. Summons it to the field. I'll head to Divine Shield. Yeah, that's GG. That is absolutely GG. Woo! First game of the night on recording, and we get a win. That is brilliant. Brilliant, sir. I really don't think I deserve that win. I'm going to be completely honest. I really don't think I deserve that. I feel like I was playing like absolute ass in that game, but apparently it was good enough. Hey, it's a new season, it's a new me, and it's new everybody. So I guess clearly what I put forth here was fantastic. It was the most optimal play. Ignore everything I said about this not being the proper place to like learn how to play the game, because clearly I'm very experienced. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. That's a lie. Please don't, don't. I can't handle the legal problems if you try to use my advice to win you Hearthstone games. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I really don't know what I'm doing. Ooh, Cafoon. Cafoon's always a lot of fun to play. Yeah, we're going to play as Cafoon. Demons, Dragons, Mechs, Pirates, Undead. Okay. Dragons work really well with Cafoon. That still is prominent in this. Because end of turn, the keyword, is really prominent with dragons, and Cafoon's hero power does technically count as an end of turn. And I want to say it was a good reason why the spell that made end of turn effects trigger twice was moved up to tier 5. Because I think Cafoon was being a little bit of a nuisance with it. If I could be honest, I think Cafoon was being a bit of a twat with that. Because having an effect that makes at the end of turn effects trigger twice, also counting this hero power, yeah, it's pretty good. Upgrades each turn. Wait. Upgrades each turn.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
That's a buff then, right? That's a buff, technically. I'm pretty sure before it was you had to use the hero power to get it to repeat. This thing just repeats naturally now?
I've got some fresh.
Oh, no, I guess... No, thinking about that, that technically is a bit of a nerf, because that means... Because the problem with the staff originally was that the staff would make the hero power trigger again, which would then add one more to the counter. So I'm guessing their strategy with that is if they change it so the hero power can't repeat extra if it repeats, it doesn't get the same abuse. So I guess it is a bit of a nerf, technically. Unless I've just been misreading it. I might have just been doing that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still good. Like, getting this hero power when it's a high level to repeat, pretty good. But I don't think it's nearly as good as its previous wording was. Assuming I haven't gone mad. But I'm pretty certain that is that's a different change to its wording. I'm very certain.
I can bring in more powerful minions now.
Okay. So we use the hero power here. Just get some extra buffs. Get +3/+3 scattered around the field. Scatter around nicely. And then I think we're going to try and go for a dragon smuggler as soon as possible. Because then we can really get those health totals going, which was probably the really crazy thing. Dragon Smuggler works perfectly with Cthulhu's hero power, because obviously each one's a separate buff, and Dragon Smuggler adds 1 extra health per separate buff. So that works really, really well with this card. It's very, very nice. But we'll see how it goes. We are against Ysera, which poses a bit of a problem, because Ysera is very much inclined to play dragons, because they just constantly get dragons. So this could be a nuisance. That's also terrifying. Okay. That could be a problem. Those work very well with Illidan. Okay, give me Whelp Smuggler after this. Let's see. After you play a minion, give 2 other friendly minions of its tier +2/+2. Get Recurring Nightmare. Oh god, Recurring Nightmare. That's a really good card, but it's just... Start of each turn, cast 5 random tavern spells.
Spam.
Honestly, this is probably the best one. It's going to require me to change my deck, but the others... I mean, this technically does have some benefit. Now we'll go with a simple medallion. Let's not change what we were gonna do, right? Let's keep on track with trying to go for this build. Let's keep it just try and keep it going. But keep it in mind. We just get this quest done as soon as we can, because it's only 3 Battlecry minions. That way we can actually start getting some buffs with that, and we'll go from there. We do need the Whelp Smuggler, though, that is for certain. Preferably before Ysera grabs them. Anyone else playing dragons? Phelan is apparently playing dragons. And Nutcracker King is apparently playing dragons, also known as Rat King. This could be a spot of bother.
You can win this thing.
The thing is, you can't really counterplay Ysera, though, can you? Because Ysera will guarantee get dragons. You might be able to take out some of them, but not usually. Like, in comparison to playing against, like, Shambhala, for example. Shambhala just gets a benefit from playing elementals. She doesn't actually get elementals. So you can technically, like, you can steal elementals from her so she never gets them. And that does kind of screw up her game plan a little bit. Because all of a sudden she's not getting cheaper. She's no longer getting any cheaper benefits as a result. So there is that. Anyway, Whelp Smuggler. Go ham. So that's going to repeat 4 times. So that's 5 buffs. Just hopefully doesn't hit Whelp Smuggler herself. I think I will swap out the Death's Warmer as well. Just to be sure. Okay. Alright, we'll leave it like that. So yeah, after a friendly dragon gains attack, which this gives, give that dragon +1 health. So this gives it a +1/+1. This then gives it an extra +1 health. You do the rest. You figure out the rest of it for those who are new to it. We have health, health, and health everywhere. Everywhere. Woody, health. Health everywhere. There you go. Does that count each one separately? It did, yeah, cool. Good. I was a little bit worried then that it didn't count it separately, but no, it does. Alrighty. Sweet. Before I got the extra gold was like that. That's pretty swanky, I do say. Okay, let's go to tab tier 3. Let's do this. Get another Durgan. Not particularly a Durgan I wanted, but a Durgan it is, so I will take it. Oh, there goes my watch. Actually, my watch says it's 12 o'clock at midnight, but it isn't. It's not even 11 o'clock in the evening. It's an hour and 2 minutes behind. And I have no idea how to fix it. So I just have to stick with it being 12. Happy midnight, everybody. Happy Saturday, apparently. I mean, it will be midnight by the time we're finished, but that's for another hour's time. Or, you know, if you clicked off the video and decided to watch something else, which I can't blame you for. So there is that as well. But you wouldn't forgo this incredible, lazy, and relaxing content, would you? You wouldn't do that. Right? We're just hanging out. We're just chilling. It's not a stream, but it's a nice, relaxing setting. We're playing a game. We're in a nice, cozy tavern. Playing a card game. Having a laugh. Maybe a drink or two. I occasionally say something funny. You know, it's perfect environment. Ooh, Amber Guardian. Sweet. That's a nice board that. Oh, that's a nice board there, you say. Guess what? I've got one better. There you go. Nothing feels more evil when you like outpower a hero that's catered towards a type. Nothing feels like more dishonest when you do that. It's just, oh, I have access to all these dragons. It's okay. I've got a better build than you, mate. And I've got another Whelp Smuggler, which is fantastic, and a pointy arrow. It's pointy, so it's obviously fantastic. Oozing Gladiator. There you go, cry for help. Gives us the Sinful Medallion. Oh, it actually gives you the buff for the turn you play it. I like that. That's pretty nice. That's pretty swanky, if I do say. So we've got 2 tier 1s. I could play Recruit a Trainee, and that will give another +2/+2 to both of them. Do I want to do that, though? Because... So if I did that... If I did that, I would have to... And would want to use the Hero Passer, which I definitely do. I wouldn't have a full field to give Bronze Sand Spear the effect. So I think I'm just going to do this for now. And we'll think about our options next time. That's always the one thing that I get a little bit tricked up on. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think Sand Spew is ridiculously good. like, it being a dragon that has Divine Shield is probably the best thing it offers, but the fact it requires a full board just to get a +2/+1 buff, I just never feel like it's really worth that. It obviously works better with the build we've got, because we're playing as a character that buffs minions, like, separate times each. And then these guys give extra health as well. So there is that, but... even then, like, I never feel like it's worth going for this on its own. You need, like, more things to support it to make it good, in my opinion. So I don't know. It's only because we've got so many buffs going that this is probably getting more from those buffs than its own buff. So it's practically the fact that it has Divine Shield, which I'm keeping it. And that's about it. Echoing Roar is good for dragons, because it's end of turn. I think we're going to tier up, though. We're going to goldify that Whelp Smuggler. And then we're going to... Augmented Laborer. Get a random Mecha Demon. That's a new card he added. I want to assume that's the same ones that Mecha Jiraxxus offers. I want to assume. Can it offer a copy of itself? Maybe. Well, I guess that's probably the best card we got of the bunch, so we might as well. And we will... I can't sell minions use the hero power, can I? Because that... Again, I'm saying it like that buff's worth it. It really isn't. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Laborer, because I don't think the Laborer's gonna... I don't think the Laborer's gonna do enough in the long run. I love to keep it around to see what happens and if that is actually how it works, but I don't think it really benefits our current board state. Oh, Battle.net, don't update now. That's... God's sake. You ruined everything, and you very briefly saw the word porn written on the back of my computer. Don't tell anybody that, okay? Don't tell anybody that I've got the literal word porn written on the back of my PC. Purely as a joke. It's like, oh, look, he's looking at porn. Oh, and it's just the word. I'm funny like that. Anyway, don't know why I'm looking at the small screen. Look at this game! Look at this game! Don't you wish you could see it? I wish I could see it too. In fact, let's go check the board right now. And let's see what we've got going on, folks. Looks like we've got the Lich King here with their traditional undead build, with the Eternal Knights going in at incredibly high numbers. But unfortunately, they are not clearly enough for Salotus J. Chaos's incredible dragon board. It drops massive 10 damage, flicking onto his health bar. Ooh, Never Drake. I like that. We're going to use the hero power again before I forget. Anyone else? What's our best minions here? Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 1. Mainly Tier 2 minions, but I also don't want the Whelp Smuggler to get the buff. I think it's Tier 1, isn't it? Because we got Whelp and Front Drake. But because we don't have Tier 2 minions available right now to give the buff, I guess we're going to play the Grave Gobbler. That's nice. Glad to see we got that buff. Okay. Ooh, Toxic Tumbleweed. Do I want to freeze the board for that? What are we against? We're against an undead build, which can often get around... toxics quite well because they just die and come back again. Illidan's probably been... I think Illidan's been one of the ones that's beaten us so far. And I think everyone else has sort of... Everyone else has suffered. Hook Tusk took 11 from us. We haven't fought the Rat King in a while. Ysera took a beating last time. It just took 10 damage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's worth freezing for it. Yet. We'll see what else it offers. And go from there. Oh yeah, we are going to get the random dragon from the Front Drake. What's behind door number 1? We get no Skyfen. Okay. Alright. Oh, you got a Dracarine Chanter. I want that. I would prefer you didn't have that, because that's going to get quite nasty otherwise. Yet, regardless, I don't think they win this one. No, I think we're good. Yeah, that might be death. Yeah, that's definitely death. Hiya, Sarah. Oh, God, poor you, Sarah. I'm you, but stronger. Right. Let's go to tier 5, and I guess we can go with Razorgore? Do I throw out the Skyfin for it? I kind of want to keep the Neverdrake, because that buffs everything. And that, again, just provides more generic, but like, +2 health buff to everything. Well, that's just very... That is purely just there as a dragon, and that is it. I think I'm gonna do it, honestly. But then again, I also want to use the hero power this turn. This really requires a lot of thinking. I mean, I've kind of given up on the Sand Spear buff, so I don't really mind that being missed. So I think we do this, we get some buffs going that way, sell that, play Saturday Cthulhu's. And then we'll go from there. We'll see just what that does for us. Yeah. We'll just see how that goes, really. If it works out or not. I don't know. Ugh. Oh, we're against Illidan next as well. So Illidan's... He tied with Phelan. Phelan's tier 6 already. That's it's a bit spooky. I'm not particularly a fan of them being that high in tier. Because that means they've got their guaranteed tier 6 minion, which could be a problem. Honestly, Phelan's like one of those characters that's... They're given high armor totals because they're like rated as being low tier. I generally think Phelan's pretty good. Because if anything, even if you gotta skip the first turn, you get a free minion for tiering up the next turn after, which is sometimes better. Most times better than what tier 1 minions are on offer. But also, it kind of gives you an idea of what build you're going to go with ahead of time. Which is very, very important. A lot about this is trying to figure out like what you're going to go with as your build and go with it as soon as you can. So, yeah, I really can't blame them for that. Okay. It's fine. Ugh. Oh, that's a good shot. Ugh. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, the Rivendare Scallywag combo. There's no more! It's gone! Ignore me! We killed it! Perfect stuff. Okay, we're not winning this one, but we can at least lower the numbers down. Double-headed reward. Ugh. So that was changed to be first card you buy, right? Because that was originally first minion, but now that there's spells, you can actually get double copies of spells, which is actually quite terrifying. Alright, I guess Neverdrake. Who are you? Chef's Choice. Get around Dragon. Oh, Murozond. You're not the one I want to use that on though. I wish I could have used that on your Sarah to get the thingy-mabob. Oh, another Razorgore. Okay. I guess I'll play this, see what we get. Because if anything, I'm at least playing minions, which provides buffs. Do this. Okay. This is a tricky one. Front Drake's taking longer and longer to get a benefit from, and I don't think it's really serving much. Do I want to swap out Front Drake for the Neverdrake? I don't know. Like, again, that's a generic increase in stats across my whole board. But it itself... Alright, we'll do it. Because that does at least provide a little bit of a buff doing that. Ooh, Sandstone Drake. That is a card I really want to get. For each card you played this turn. So again, that's similar to Saturday Cthulhu's. That's separate buffs each. So that gets +2 health because of the Whelp Smuggler each time. So I can buy that, buy the Fleeting Vigor, and then go from there. We might be able to get some good buffs on him. Which would be nice. What have we got? Oh, you got yourself a Whirling Lasomatic. Some random spell. Oh my god, what? Jeez, everyone's like really high tier in this. Also, Phalan's dead. My goodness. Okay, Phalan took a lot of damage from the Rat King. That does not fill me with confidence. Oh god, this is nasty. So that's just sitting at the end with Divine Shield because of Divine Armor. And that's just going to summon both of those back if it dies. And if it exists, which it does, it's just going to hit us for 6 damage. Oh god, these people are getting some really, really scary late game builds. I'll tell you that for a fact. Can I not emote? Where's my emote? What do you mean I can't emote? Ah. What do you mean? They can't mute me, can they? They might be able to, but surely I could counter that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. Dragons. Right. I don't know what their dragon build's going to be like. I've not seen enough of it to really get an idea. Shrunk Shell, that buffs a few of them. I guess we'll buff the dragon, the Sand Spear, whatever it's called. Yeah, we'll... I don't know. I feel like this might be a bust for this one. We got in top 4 though, so not bad. I mean, top 4 is considered the win, and I consider it the same as well. I mean, again, when you play it these days just for the fun of it, because again, there's no benefit to the gold because you can't spend the gold on the battle pass, which gives you like things you actually want to use in Battlegrounds. There's not any benefit to having gold, so you know, I'm not particularly fussed. I do find that such a loss though, but I mean, again, I get it. It's Blizzard. Blizzard doing Blizzard things. Wanting to get your actual money and not the in-game currency. So they're going to make it so you have to buy the premium currency or just spend real-life money to get the battle pass, to get some in-game cosmetics for this one particular mode, and for all these character skins of characters you might not ever get to play as again because it's randomized. I'm just saying that I really wish you could buy the battle pass with gold. That would be so nice, but you know you can't. Oh my god, that's a lot of stats. Hey! I don't think that really would have like been a problem anyways. We've not really got a specific minion that we need to protect. Oh, I see. They had Rodeo Performer. Thanks. I feel disgusted. Did they just like take my emotes off? Blizzard, I'm really disheartened by that. I literally only had one emote. There was a single emote I had, and it was the... It was like the, what's the best way of putting it? It's like the Homer, like, Hedge meme, where he's just... It was that one. It was amazing. And they've taken it off for some reason. I swear to God, if they got rid of it, I'm going to be hella pissed. It's probably just deselected for some reason. I did change a few settings around, mainly having random strikes of, like, a big favorite list, but... I want to do the... I just want to do the funny... face. Is that so much to ask? That's the Be Right Back screen. That's for technical issues. We're not having technical issues. I'm just being silly. Beast, Dragons, Elementals, Mechs, or Undead. I haven't played Mutanus in a very long time. Skycap and Krog I've played a lot more. But I don't... Remove a friendly minion, spit its stats into another, gain 1 gold. We'll play as Krog. Krog's here when I kind of have an idea how I like playing as him. Krog is just, like, save up your gold when you get to tier 4, and just go to tier 5, and then just go from there, really. So, yeah.
Ready to get started?
Okay. What have we got? Beasts, dragons, elementals, mechs, and undead. I really want to get an elemental build going again. Especially now that the substance is out. We don't have to worry about, like... Because I think that was the main abuser of the substance spell. You would have elementals which can give their, like, elementals to the rest of the game +1/+1 for various reasons. Whether it be Death Rattle from, like, the Death Rattle elemental that gives it, or the Tavern spell one that provides the same buff. And I think with the idea of that is that then you would get the substances, which you have a better chance of getting because Landlubber was put back in, which gave you an extra tavern spell in the tavern. So, one thing leads to another, you're more likely to get the card, and then you could just freeze that minion constantly, and just double and double and double and double before it was like... I think when I played this earlier, we had a... It was a Whirling Cyclone, so the 4/1 Divine Shield Wind Fury guy. And it was on about 1,400 attack and defense. Or health, sorry. Get my terminology correct. We're not playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! No, we're playing the Hearthstone. Pardon me. Oh god, that just tasted of barbecue sauce and onion rings. Which I'm all for. Because my god, that was a very, very tasty meal. See, I went to Burger King to get some food, just before I did this little session, and they brought back, like the barbecue onion ring burgers that they had a while ago. I remember back then it was called like Texas Rodeo burgers, and they were like the long ones. So good. The barbecue burgers that Burger King do with like the onion rings and such in them, so good. I love them so much. So I was a very happy boy to be able to have one of those, even if I only had some cooked lunch today. But that's besides the point. I've got a punching bag now. Hang on, let me show the punching bag. I've got a punching bag. Just make sure there's nothing that I'm gonna like dox myself. There it is. There's a punching bag right there. I just bought that. I bought that on like Thursday. And it just arrived, like, the day after. Which is crazy. Also, I just realised because that's the game capture. Those black circles, or those squares, have gone out, and I can put my finger behind... Blizzard, fix your game. Alright. Anyway, we lost. Sorry, I wasn't paying any attention to that. I was too busy... fingering my... no, let's not say that. let's just avoid that conversation, not even go there. A likely duo for elementals. Get Rendell the Mister. Oh yeah, that was put back in. I forgot Rendell was put back in. Add 10 cards to your hand. The tavern always offers 2 dragons when refreshed. Honestly, I feel like the Scepter of Guidance is probably the best one. Because that's not too tricky of a thing to do. Just adding minions to the hand. Especially when I can get, like, the cheap minion. I can get these cheap spells and they count. You know?
That one might make all the difference.
Yeah, it's really telling me to play dragons again, isn't it? It really is. I guess if that's what Hearthstone demands of me, I guess that's what I'm going to do. I guess. Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, we're not doing too hot. We did go against AFK, which was at least that was like a get out of jail free card. But yeah, we're taking damage from everybody else, and this is not particularly a good board. Especially if we are going to jump ship and play dragons. Which I feel like we do. That's what it's offering us. Always offer 2 dragons when refreshed. We basically become better Ysera by doing that. That is a massive board. I'm assuming you're probably the reason why, Mr. Taggle Waggle 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 Waggle. Probably. Yeah, that's not a good start. Okay.
Welcome back. How's it going out there? That one might make all the difference.
I can't use the piggy bank now just to, like, say, to try and get back on this, can I? Unless there's a really good reason for me to do that, which I don't think there is. Oh, this gets my my quest done. Okay. We really went in to get that done, but I mean, hey. Let's see. Okay. Do I? You know what? Screw it. Let's try it. Let's see if we can make something out of this. I am kind of curious. Especially because there's like a lot of stuff being offered here. We've got 2 whelp smugglers, 2 sand spewers, which will eventually buff themselves. So again, the health thing is going. And we're going to get dragons every time we refresh. At least 2, guaranteed. So... yeah. And again, like I said, you know, the Sand Spewer's buff by itself isn't particularly good, but if you get other things to support it, it's pretty decent. Because it has Divine Shield. Because Divine Shield is very, very good. So, yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
The battle is really raging out there.
So do this. That. Still not gonna have enough to get those buffs going, am I? I should probably refresh to see if I can get that works, and Neverdrake works too. Those are the 2 I was thinking of in my head. I was like, oh, what if I can refresh and get Neverdrake? There it is. All right. And we also got a electric synthesizer, which is also very, very nice to have for the battle cry goodness. Right, what's Tez playing? Tez is playing Undead. At the start of each turn, get 3 random tavern spells for their quest. Okay. Is there anyone else playing Undead? No, no, no. You. No. That's me. Hi, me. And no. Okay. So I'm just going to blow my nose quickly. Oh, I feel the sneeze coming on. Oh, we were doing so well. An hour and 12 minutes into this. And now I can feel my stages coming back on again. Oh, Christ. So it depends on how good Tez's board is. That's pretty good with those sore losers. So they might not jump ship. They'd be like, oh, they're playing dragons. I guess we'll take their board instead. Alright. I think we're good. I'm down to 12 health, which is not good. But I don't think Tez is going to abandon ship to try and play dragons because of our build. Which I always like, because if there's anything that annoys me more in this world, it's Tez being like, oh, I'm just going to steal all your cards now and play your deck, but better! Right. So we'll do this. And we'll do this. And then we'll do this first.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Into Fleeting Vigor. Good old Fleeting Vinegar. Buff them all. Buff that. And freeze the board. Okay. Right. This is a pretty nice board. I like this. So we're against Phelan, who has Turbulent Tombs. Add Omega Buster to your hand. Your Death Rattles trigger an extra time. Is Omega Buster the one that deals 4 damage to the lowest health minion? It might be. I can't completely remember. There's too many cards to remember in this game. Just Just don't join. What do I look like? Some professional? We've already had this conversation. We don't need to have it again. Sorry, I said join because I just checked Discord and I just saw Mara. I was like, Overwatch sessions on feel free to join. We're doing playing another Blizzard game, but so much better. Oh wait, it's Hearthstone. Ignore me, it's not that better. I mean, Overwatch is a steaming pile of shit, but I guess this ain't too far off. And here I am playing it. Oh, you're playing Dragons too. Okay. Well, it appears, Phelan, I think I am you, but better. Much better. Yeah, Tez is still playing Undead. Good. Alright. Tez is a tricky one to play with. I mean, I still hate Tez when they pay off with their play. When they get a board that like is really powerful and everyone's playing, they do super well. That's when it gets annoying, but again, I think we're gonna go under the radar here, which is a benefit. So I can't blame. Shiny ring on this board is quite nice. But I also can't buy the Dragon Spear as well. Oh no, I could do. Alright, screw it. Let's see what the Dragon Spear gives us with a tier.
Oh, you're moving up in the world. It's not the strongest.
Hunter of Gatherers, okay. That's actually really good because that works well with the Nether Drakes. And then by extension, Whelp Smuggler too. Alright. Another electric synthesizer. Don't mind me. So those are going to buff this twice, and then this is going to give +1 health to all of them twice. Sorry, ignore me, because there's 2 Nether Drakes. So it's going to be +1 attack to all dragons, +1 attack to all dragons, and this is going to give +1 health to all minions 2 times, because those 2 buffs. And then with the attack increases that the Nether Drakes gave, the Whelp Smuggler is going to give +2 health. So for each buff. So that's a lot of health to go by. And then we got some extra dragons to give some extra buff next turn. So I think we've sort of solidified it. I think this is a really good standing to be on. The Nether Drakes are just constantly providing overall buffs. This has its buff, which, I mean, again, we don't really care about. It's the big fact it's a big old dragon that has Divine Shield, which I think makes it good. Yeah, I think this is a good place to settle on it. And all it cost us was using our hero power really, really early. But you know what? I think it was worth it. I think it paid off. That was a fantastic shot. Yep, looks all good. Alright. Because I'm just looking at the frame rate on Streamlabs. It looks a lot more stuttery in comparison to what I'm playing. I mean, granted, it might be because I'm doing display capture. It might be because it's Hearthstone. I mean, Christ, Hearthstone did... we had the black squares of death before I changed over to display capture. So it might just be a... It might just be a Hearthstone thing. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Nothing of benefit there. There's a buff there. Which isn't too bad. I guess that telescope would be a bit better though, wouldn't it? Oh, Nether Drake. I mean, the gold is nice, but I also kind of, I mean, I think I'm getting more benefit out of 2 of them than I am going for a 3rd. I guess I'll go for the Smolderer because the Smolderer at least will give me another means of buffing, but also some extra stats to spread around. Right, I think that's okay. I think that's right. Do I want Amber Guardian? Amber Guardian, I mean, our board's mainly about health and not attack stats at the moment. So, I don't know. I think it's better I just keep refreshing and try to get... the Synthesizers and the Twilight Guardians are probably the best, or whatever it's called. The free taunt. Those are probably the best we can go for right now. If I could hazard a guess. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, how's everybody doing, by the way, today? Hope you've all been doing well during this half-term week. Whether you go to school when you had the time off, or if you go to work and have been doing your job like normal, which if that's the case... Sorry, I'm only joking. I do hope you've all been alright, though. Hope you've all been well. Oh, and I look like I'm about to get thoroughly spanked. No, maybe not. The Sand Spear, I think, might win it for us by itself. Sweet. Okay. Have you got your... It doesn't tell me if you've got it or not. I wasn't checking the field as well, so I don't know if they've actually got their tier 7 card. And we're using it, so... I don't know. Right. Twilight Emissary, that's what you're called. Right. Tez is still playing Undead. That's the bonus. Ooh, Natural Blessing. Oh, and the Synthesizer. Brilliant. Well, let's do this. So Smolderwing to provide a buff. To the Emissary. Into the Synthesizer. Into the Natural Blessing. There you go. Buffs all around. Buffs all around for days. Alright. Maybe this will get Tez to jump ship and play dragons. I mean, granted, Oh, Phalin's dead. Ignore me, I was going to say that Phalin's playing him too, but Phalin's also dead, so... Is someone else playing dragons? I could have sworn there was someone else playing dragons. Nope, there isn't. Whenever you summon a minion in combat, give it +1/+1, Avenge 4, upgrade this permanently. Oh, that's pretty cool. All these tumbleweeds and such. Well, I guess it's because the latest expansion was Western focus, so I assume a lot of these are based on that. Goes to show that I really have just fallen off the main game because I don't even know what the hell the expansion was about. I know the next one's about Whizbang, which was like one of those... It was one of those cards that was like, oh hey, if you're new to the game and can't get in because our crappy sort of balance system, here you go. Here's a card that gives you a random competitive deck you can play with. Have fun! I think they're basing like an entire expansion around that guy. Alright, that's a lot of Death Rattle. Can we kill? Oh god, that's not good. Yep, good. There goes one Soul Loser. There goes the other Soul Loser. Excellent stuff. It's what you love to see. What you love to see indeed. Okay. Good stuff. About time someone knocked them off their high horse. It was yet once. Okay, so that's 14 damage there. Cool. Another Neverdrake. I think I'll go for this one. In the hope we might be able to grab another one. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Just like that. There's another one. Alright. Neverdrake. See what you give me. Oh, Sandstone Drake. And I have the space for it. So that is good. That was Synthesizer. Also very, very good. Okay. Yep. I think we can make this work. Might be a bit of a risk at this point. What's Torn got? Elementals. Right. Wait, did they change their... They did change their hero power. Okay, they spent all that time with the buddies and just like, yeah, we just don't want it. I prefer the hero power of the rat. The rat power is where the real power's at. Ugh, alright. So this is going to work out. Well, I mean, this is going to start getting some high numbers if we can get a lot of cards played constantly. So there is that. Is it better than Neverdrake just providing a general buff though? That's the real question. I mean, regardless, I think this is definitely what we want to freeze on. That gives a buff to all my dragons. That gives me... That's 2 cards in one. So I get I buy Chef's Choice and then play the minion that Chef's Choice gives me. So that's 2... That's 2 of these buffs on the Drake. And obviously there's the +2/+1 from that. You know, there's technically... There's benefit to it. So I think we go with it. And we see what it do. See. Yeah, there's no remnants of the original Elite Tauren Chieftain. This is a new Elite Tauren Chieftain. What was the quest as well? Whenever you buy a tab spell that costs 3 or more, get an extra copy. That's pretty cool. I like that one. So that's another newbie added to the list. Oh, hang on. Yes! That's a KO! So it wouldn't matter which one it was. They both would have knocked him out. But good. That's a KO. Very, very nice indeed. AFK with mechs. How is everybody tier 6? Am I not getting with the program? Is it my fault? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something because everyone seems to be going for like the highest tiers these days, and I'm just like, I'm still here on tier 4, trying to build up my board, and everyone else is like, oh yeah, they should be at this level by now. Which is like, why is everybody so high tier? Look at the health. Look at how much health my minions have got. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like, at least in my eyes. Alright, Never Drake, and boop. There's all these buffs going around. It's pretty cool. I like it. I personally think it's pretty neat. I don't know. Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children that are wrong. Me and my steamed hams. Steamed hams. I just smoke. It's steam from the steamed clams. Steamed clams. Actually reminds me of another game I need to play. Fun Times at Home is free came out officially like a month ago or something. I've got to play that, given that I have history with the series. Being that I voice acted in it, of course. So maybe that'll be something on the docket down the line. But we will see. We will see what the game throws at me. I've got so many things I need to catch up on. This is the problem with being dead for a year. There's so many things I've got to catch up on. All these games have come out, and I've not been playing or recording them. It's just, ugh, God. I've got Boofy's Bunker to finish, because I promised that for God knows how long. I've got other content to do in the background of just general things I like. I've got Dave.exe to look at. I've got Dave's other games to look at that he's releasing that time. There's a lot, you know? Can't do it all. It's good I'm doing it in this structure, so I don't have to worry about editing and all this stuff and the algorithm and such. I can just do whatever the hell I want. Oh my god, that is a very buffed up boy. My goodness, that's a very buffed up utility drone. Lighter fighter. Hang on. Omega Buster. What the hell is Omega Buster? What the bloody hell is the Omega Buster? Oh, that's the that's the tier 6 minion, right? I think. That's the tier 6 that gives summons a bunch of microbots and then gives your whole field +1/+1 for each one that wasn't summoned. I think that was it. I'm with you now. I am with you now. I think. Oh, guzzle the goop. At the end of your turn, give your dragons +4 attack and last 3 turns. That's a new card, and it's pretty cool. Might not be good, I have no idea, but it's interesting. That's all you need sometimes. If it's cool and gives you cool points, that's what matters, because cool points are everything. This goop, I don't know what chemicals are in this goop. And if it turns the frigging frogs gay, but if it makes my dragons something else, and oh boy, I'll guzzle as much of that goop as we can. That sounds like a right old plan. There's a lot. That's an entire platoon of dragons. I don't think any of them are particularly what I need. Sad. Yeah, I think we're just going to end it there. We'll pass on our turn and see how it goes. And what? So I'm just checking Discord again. For anybody who doesn't know, on my Kick channel, on the alternate one that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we just hit 1,000 followers on Twitter, which is awesome. Because that account has only existed for over a year, and we've already got 1,000 followers. And like 3 days ago or so, I think there was a bot purge on Twitter. And we lost about 40 followers from that. And in that time, we've gone from like 952, and I think we're at like 1,001 last I checked. So if anybody is following me on my Kig cosplay front, thank you so much for your support. I do very much appreciate it. And again, links are in the description below for anybody who is interested in seeing what the hell's on offer there. But I will give warning like of 18 plus, mainly for Twitter. Not because I myself do that content, but because I follow people who do that content. So that is just a precaution. But thank you so much if you're one of those people that support me on that. I do very much appreciate it. Let's get the zoom out now, because I could feel my nose being runny again. And I frankly do not want any boogers on screen. That'd be disgusting. I had to block one of those out on the first stream back. Of Burfy's bunker, because I had booger moment, and I had to block it out with a picture of Scubus. Which I've now made a reoccurring joke. I'm putting in random Scooby-Doo images in these videos. Which, by the way, have you seen the Scubus image of today in this video? He's around here somewhere. He's always watching. Only briefly. Got to keep an eye out for him. That's a lot of buffs as well, my god. What have they got? Oh my lord! Give a minion combat plus 23, plus 23? That's ridiculous! Oh! So the buff obviously isn't permanent, understandably, but my god, like, those are some serious numbers. Okay. That tumbleweed do be terrifying, my god. I like how, like, they in the previous patch, they nerfed a bunch of beast stuff to make it less good, because it was dominating the meta. And they're like, okay, well, we understand that, you know, this was a problem, so we decided to nerf all these beast stuff. Anyway, here's Tumbling Disaster. Yeah, go ham. Here's a card that just makes those beast plays and undead plays super good. Yeah, have fun, guys. We appreciate it. Yeah, screw you all. Barov, with mechs. Let's go to tier 5. Because I think we can afford it right now. Hunter of Gatherers, more Hunter of Gatherers. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. And I think we will get rid of... Do I want to get rid of an Evertrade? Or do I want to get rid of a Whelp Smuggler? I guess probably a Whelp Smuggler, because at least Hunter of Gatherers buffs itself by, like, the dragon buffs, so there is that. And it provides a very similar case to them. So I guess we're going to do that. Right? I'm not crazy on that, correct? Alright. So if I play Hunter of Gatherers, do this, play him, buff, so obviously, a dragon getting a buff of its own accord will no longer give it the health boost, but a lot of the stuff buffs the dragons, and that makes Hunter of Gatherers get stronger, and then also give that same buff to everybody else. So there is that. So I think I do got to consider it, because that's already an 1822 statted minion. I don't think I fought against Barov in a while. This is kind of terrifying. Oh, my nose. I think we got enough for one more game after this, and I think for good reason, because my nose is starting to kill me. But I think that'll probably be around the 2-hour mark then. So we... Yeah, probably have enough in this for one more after this. If it goes anywhere near as good as the previous ones have. Or maybe we'll get flattened, who knows. Very hard to tell. But we'll still win it. So we've had a first place win, and then 2 top 4s so far, which is pretty good. Won't argue with that. Not at all. Okay. Ooh. Oozing Gladiator and Strong Shell Scavenger. That's a nice little combo to have. I am going to do that. We could give a buff to these 2. And increases their stats further. Draxaf into Smoldering Wing to buff further. Oh, we're in top 2. Sweet. Nev Drake, and I guess I'll just go in straight into a Sandstone Drake. Alright. I don't think we're going to beat Malagos. I think this will definitely be a second place pull. But, hey. And it's a second place pull in our third game of this recording session. So, I consider that pretty good, frankly. A win, top 4 in a second place. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Sorry, I've got too much of a habit looking at my face. Look at my face. I don't know. I have always just had this problem where I just like, if there's a reflection of me, I just can't help but look at it. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, it also lets me obviously keep an eye on the stream as well, or the recording, or the playback, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. I don't know what it is I see about this face. I don't know why I want to take a look at it. I've got a dead skunk on my head, and it's wrapped around my chin as well. It made no sense. Alright. Let's stop doing zoom ups and finish this round up, and then we could do our fourth and final game of this session. Before my nose decides to kill me. Whew. Was that on now? Plus 30 per minion. My god. Like, here's the thing. Beasts and Undead were already very good in their own rights. Like, originally. Undead especially. Especially if you play, like, a Nixie or someone. This is just going to make that worse. My god. A Nixia plus Tumbling Disaster is going to be a Tumbling Disaster for, like, everybody else. My lord. And then they're going to sub back. Like, they're tier 1 minions as well. Like, they're just micro mummies. But it doesn't matter because this goddamn buff is just, like, making them so powerful. I mean, we're holding up pretty well, to be fair, but I don't think we can do it. There's just too many reborn effects on these minions. So basically, there's just too many minions. Yeah, then we're gonna come up short. That's a really strong build, though. Oh my god. Yeah, this is that's a scary one. I mean, it's dependent on your build, but I mean that's like a lot of things, isn't it? I guess I'm not really making a point saying like, oh, it's dependent on your build you're playing. Like a lot of them are based on it. Dragons are amazing if you play as Cthulhu. It's just like, well, yeah, but you know, because you need to play as Cthulhu. It works for that deck. There's a lot of things in this game that work for specific decks and specific characters. That's how it works. So, I don't know. Regardless, you know, that might be something looked at in the future regarding things to take out or nerf, because that seems ridiculously powerful. Right. Vandar or Farm. Demons, mechs, pirates, Kurbor, and undead are in the mix. God. Let's play as Vandar. Why not? Good players were fun, but I don't know. Especially, the problem is, I'm seeing that previous build for that Malagos player, and I'm like, I want to replicate it. We could technically do something, because we have undead available. And then with Vandar, we can like buff major playmakers to keep them alive. Like if we get sore losers or something, we could use the health to keep them alive. And then just put all the event stuff in front. So there is that. But again, we will see how it goes. I need to blow my nose again, because it is... running like a mother hubbard. Even me talking is not peaking the microphone, but me blowing my nose into some paper, that pushes it. And I'm like back here doing it most of the time. My sneezes are too powerful. I was originally not gonna like do this today because I had my cold earlier, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to be doing a video and then just like have this happen the entire time, because it's not particularly pleasing. I wouldn't be surprised if some people have turned off this video because I was starting to get a bit snotty. But yeah, like it was fine until it wasn't. Until it decided to come back and bite me in my ample hindbush. And just mentioning it now is gonna make me do it again. Oh my god. I've already taken like an antihistamine and everything today as well. I don't know what it is. My room was cleaned slightly while I was gone at Manchester. So I don't know if it's like dust or something. Some of the aftermath. I mean, I did sweep up a little bit earlier. When I started this video, first thing I did is pick up my keyboard and swipe some dust off the table. So it might have been that, but I don't know. It's weird. Just don't let me. As far as I'm aware, I don't have any allergies, so I don't know. Bad for Hearthstone play? That might be something. Hard to tell. Grave Gobbler. I do like me a Grave Gobbler. I think we'll go Grave Gobbler. Gonna be gobbling up those graves. Can get the... Damn it, I was having to get the Corpse Refiner. Oh, hang on, let's not do that. It's not... I don't think it's worth the Corpse Refiner for that. I gotta remember, it's to the left of the Grave Gobbler, not the right. I forgot that when I jumped back in today and played a few games before this, because it's been a while. And I thought it was the right, but it's the left. So, yeah, friendly reminder, everybody. Put them on the left of this if you want that +5/+5 buff. Otherwise, you will be very quickly disappointed. I'm free! Is that Reinhardt's voice actor? That sounds like him. That do sound very much like him. Right, what are we going to get? Oh my... oh my god. And the quest is summon minions. In an undead build. You have got to be shitting me. Well, we're obviously going to go with that. Alright, well, we know what our game plan is now. We're going to get this quest done and then get Tumbling Disaster to become a Tumbling Disaster for our opponents. It's just as simple as that. It might not work out, but hey, whatever. I'm definitely going to... If I need to get rid of Grave Gobbler, I will do that now. But I think it's okay to keep him around for now, because I can get him to eat... I can just get him to eat the undeads that aren't necessary. Risen Riders lost the... Reborn now, so it's probably not very necessary to keep it around. Sorry, I was just stretching as well. It's almost midnight. In case I didn't specify that. In case my watch, that is An hour and 2 minutes ahead. It didn't specify. But yes, it is almost midnight. So yes. It's getting a bit late. I'm getting a wee bit tired. But we persevere. For this one last game. Where we hope to get the Tumbling Disaster to be a Tumbling Disaster on nothing but our foes. But we'll see how it goes. Amadeus, Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus. Oh, 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 Amadeus. So that song has been in my head all day. It started with that scene in The Simpsons where it was like Planet of the Apes the musical, and it was for Dr. Seuss, and then I just like got that song in my head. I've been listening to it all day. It's so hard to get it out of my head. Dr. Seuss, 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 oh, 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 Dr. Seuss. Oh, boy. Do I keep going with it? I think that's a good stat top. I think we can leave it for now. So now I can very happily put this in a place that will not eat stuff for the sake of being able to preserve our reborn minions. Because we're going to need these if we want that Tumbling Disaster to be a Tumbling Disaster. Look, he's even got a face on it. It's like a giant Pac-Man. This is Pac-Man.exe level stuff right here. Ugh. I feel unclean saying that. I feel I'm all hip with the kids these days. All that Friday night funkin' and Poppy's Playtime and Garden of Ben. Oh, I am with the generation. I mean, granted, I work in a school, so of course I gotta be with the generation. I'm surrounded by them. But still, I feel like I die a bit inside every time I hear about it. One of my colleagues at work, she like talked about playing Among Us. She's like 13 years older than me, and just her talking about Among Us, I heard that, was just like, no, please. Please, don't do this to me. Remember when Among Us used to be this really interesting indie game, and then it just became like a fact of life, and its vocabulary is a thing that we just use these days. Remember back before then? I like it back before then, but now these days, oh, I don't know. Oh, yes, Ferrex Rat for the Sun. That's a good one to get. Dress Warmer. You know what? I guess you could probably eat that one, Grave Gobbler. I'll let you have the Death Swarmer, which is busy eating a whelp. You can eat the Nerubian that is eating the whelp, because you get more stats as a result than what that thing is offering. So, you know what? You can have that. That's not even what I'm mad at. And we can put Ferrex at the back. And Ferrex is going to get some health from these Avenge effects triggering, so that is also pretty good. That is also pretty darn swanky, if you don't mind me saying. How far are we with it? We are 9 of 25. Okay. So we definitely need more Reborn as quickly as possible for that to benefit. I did not just pass Wyndham, by the way. I hope that Micro didn't pick that up. But no, this could... I mean, this could be wonderful, but we need to get more Reborn on the board is the problem. And my opponents are picking up Undead as well. So, yeah, Undead, Cool Boar, Demons, Cool Boar. Nothing's dying! His stuff's dying, and that gives him a benefit. What did he get? Reoccurring Nightmare? Oh, that's really bad. That's also really bad. Recurring Nightmare is going to be... that is going to be terrifying to deal with. Even if we just did a boatload of damage, it did not feel like we won that one. Right. Tab in tier 4. Reborn minions, please. I need stuff. I need it. So we'll do... We're not getting many reborn minions. I mean, granted, I think I keep getting distracted by a bunch of these other synergies, but, like... We're at 11. I mean, these didn't trigger last round, I don't think, so that doesn't help. But... yeah. Maybe we should put these at the front. Maybe that's a good idea. You should actually make the reborn effects go off, because... I definitely want Feryx to get some more stats to it, so it's a little bit more likely it will survive. Because if this disaster, if this tumbling disaster is going to become more disastrous, we need to give things Divine Shield. That will absolutely make it more disastrous. After 4, it buffs up that disaster permanently, and then this starts giving out Divine Shields to things. It's like, yeah, that's gonna be pretty nasty. Jesus Christ. Dr. Sayers, 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 oh, Dr. Sayers. Oh, goodness. Damn you, Dr. Sayers. Make me sneeze. Kill me, please! Before my cold kills me! Why won't you let me die? Oh, another Feryx. Right, I think this calls for the telescope. Wow, there is nothing that I'm looking for. I'm looking for reborn minions, and that is not a reborn minion. No, I really just need to look for reborn minions, don't I? No. There you go. And, okay, those are some good ones. And another tumbleweed. We have smaller tumbleweed as well. Give your minions +1 health until next turn. Any that die next combat gain it permanently. That's pretty cool. I should have played this first before I did that. That isn't cool. That's called being stupid. Quilboar. Is the Vengeful Sliver beneficial? I mean, I kind of want them to die because that's how they get the buffs, aren't they? Okay, Grave Gobbler, go at the front, just to ensure he doesn't kill stuff. I guess we'd go for this Tumbleweed. 15 of 25, okay. I think we could work with this build a bit better. But we do really need to start getting this quest done. I'm still at 40 health, which is very nice. We're top of the leaderboard. So we have preserved a lot of health, but I don't know, this could very easily turn on its it can very easily turn on its head just like that, hitting that 1-2 with Divine Shield. Dr. Sayers, 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 oh, Dr. Sayers. Dr. Chaos, Dr. Chaos, Dr. Chaos, Dr. Chaos. Oh god, we're not making that a theme of the channel. Slow does chaos, 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 slow does chaos. Oh, it does have a ring to it. I don't know. I don't know if it can. Oh, I don't want people having that, so I'm gonna take that away. I'm gonna purchase that so you can't purchase it yourself. Because fuck you. Yeah, I guess I can start giving things Divine Shield. I'm sorry, Divine Shield Taunt. That's what I meant to say. Dr. Sayers, 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 Dr. Sayers. Oh, Dr. Sayers. Okay. This looks good. Do I want the Saloon Dancer for some tavern spare stuff? Vad shall I sjunga då? Jag sa, okej, så. Sådär stressad. Kolla koppla sådär stressad. I guess, I mean, it's summoning a minion. So, yeah, I guess I could. I mean, I'll complete this quest during the battle if these die, right? And then that actually that'll trigger the quest reward during battle, which means that I can start getting the buff immediately. So, yeah, so I do want to do this then, I'd say. Definitely. I think I'm going to switch those around too. Just because I know there are people running pirates, and especially the cleave minion. Don't particularly want to deal with that. That's a lot of health, oh my god. 3594 blood gems. Jesus Christ. Okay. There we go. So now the tumbling disaster's in play. And is that okay? Yep, that is activating. So that will work its magic. So this is giving things buffs during battle. This is giving my current board that exists plus extra health, which includes the one that's giving them divine shield, so that the minions summon back can get extra hits. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I think we are gonna, this definitely will be a loss, because that Geomagus is just, that's a beefy boy. That's a big ass boy. But it's a start. This already is at +3/+3 permanently, so it's a start. All right. Play 2 blood gems. The friendly minion steals all blood gems for its neighbors. We're not playing Corvor, so we don't really need that. Ferrex. I mean, I guess I could take it over Ferrex. Do I want the micro mummy? Yeah, why not? Just hope I get a reborn minion to replace it. Roto Performer, that could give me something good. Echoing. Ooh. Scavenge for parts. That could get me replicating menaces. I think I might go with that, because I could equip those to the micro mummies. So, yeah, I'd say that's good. Okay. And I guess we'll just put down another Ferrex. Because let's not forget, they can buff themselves with the Divine Shield. So if they become potent threats, they could potentially get themselves back a Divine Shield if they lose it. So there is that. There is that to consider. Tier 6? What the hell? Everybody's at tier 6 and stuff. Is this actually what the... No, there's a fair few people on tier 4. Oh, nice. Replicating Menace right off the bat. That is fantastic. That's a cleave minion. That is not fantastic. Oh, no! Oh, Christ. Yeah, get your hogger. Mute all. And immediately, those emotes you spent loads of money on are completely useless, because I've decided to just silence you. Is that why mine couldn't work? No, I think they've literally just deselected mine. That or I'm not pressing the right button to activate them, which might be the case. Again, it's been a little bit of time, so you have to forgive me for that. Cool. That's another permanent buff. Okay. We're still capped at 15 damage, so I don't have to worry too much. I've still got enough in me to not die another go. Mummifier? I guess I could take that. Definitely putting the menace on there, that's for sure. See what the telescope provides. Nerubian King and Nubarak? Guess I'll just do this. Harmless Bonehead. Those are some nice minions to get. I could probably get rid of one Ferrex, couldn't I? Right? And then I can also buy the careful investment to get some more money next turn.
I'll make sure these ones stick around.
I really just put the second one down just for like just to have another minion down and to like progress the quest and everything. So this is probably the better thing to do. I think I could definitely afford to do this right now. Yes. Because I could potentially get another Handless Forsaken down. This could give either of those two Handless Forsaken. Oh, I've got to be careful actually. Do this. Because then that'll make it permanent because it was triggered during the turn, like my turn. So that could actually be a permanent buff. My god, that's a lot of Death Run will get a random magnetic mech. Wow, I guess it's technically a buff. They put it back to tier 5, but it does that now. No, don't hit him, please. He's done nothing wrong. Oh, they got the Enhancer-matic. That also was pretty good. Oh, yep. So summon 2 skeletons and then bring the Forsaken back as well. That's pretty sweet. Okay, this is working quite well, this one. All our minions that we want to have the reborn and such, and we want them to die, are dying, which is good. Okay, that's 2 more Skelly Bobs. Just all these Avenge effects triggering. It's a chain reaction. Okay. That's fine. What's this on? +9/+9. Okay. Cool. And we're going Silas. Hey! One of the boneheads got it. Sweet. Tavern spells cast twice. Ugh. That's a bit spooky. Would I have a lullabot? Oh, because of the scavenger parts. I completely forgot I bought that. Yeah, annoying module is nice to have. Let's see. Oh, I can get another scavenger parts. Yeah, okay. We'll sell the bonehead, and I will sell the lullabot. I can buy another scavenger parts. Okay, so I can only have one active at a time. That's good to know. There's only one more turn left on that, and I could buy another one. Yeah, I think that's fair. Those two have Taunt, which is okay, because as long as the bonehead's not hit, that's our main reborn target right now. Summons 2 skeletons and then summons itself back as well. Good stuff. That I think works quite well. Obviously, these Forsaken are also really nice because it's a Death Rattle, summons a Reborn, the Reborn dies, summons another minion, or summons a copy itself that's not Reborn, etc., etc. Alright, come on, Tumbleweed. Give ourselves some strength. Damn it! You've come prepared. Okay, so that's gonna take away the Reborn, which sucks. But it's not the end of the world. Oh my god, that sucks. Okay, that legitimately sucks. Ugh. I mean, we're still getting some buffs here, which is nice, but I don't know. I don't think this is gonna... Like, the shots they got were pretty ruthless. Going for the bonehead into, taking away the reborn. There goes our Divine Shield provider. I'm pretty sure we're still alive, though. I think the safety cap's still on. Yep. Okay. We're still in this. We're saved by the bell. Against Murloc Holmes. Scavenge for more parts. Let's go for another Quartertron.
Show your friendly undead. Your undead have extra attack equal to its tier this game. Again, I don't think that's very helpful right now. I think I need another reborn minion. Okay, let's buff that with that. Sell this. Try to get another undead with reborn. There's another micro mummy. I guess we'll go with the other micro mummy. Which, granted, that's not bad because I could get the parts from Scavenge for parts on it, and we could potentially get another Divine Shield, replicating Menace on our team. So there is that. No, I don't want to do that. I need to... actually, no, I could separate like that. That could work. Yeah, that works well. So Quillbore. Okay. Plus 12, plus 7. We're definitely not at the level that Malagos was at. That is for certain. that is for certain. We are not operating at the same level that our previous player was. Unfortunately. But, yeah, it's still... You know, it's still something. The fact we managed to replicate it at all, the game after we saw it, is quite incredible. We've got a good hero for it. And we got the actual quest reward, which, I mean, there's 3 choices. And it's random what, like, requirement is there. It's random what reward you get. We had a good requirement and the good reward for said requirement. So there was a fair bit of luck, which we did get. So I can't fault it for that. But again, we're still dealing with a lot of stuff that is just out to get us. Okay, that's good. That's a nice shot. Could you stop hitting my major playmakers, please? I would much appreciate that. Oh my god, and they're already hitting the Divine Shield, dude. I think we are gonna lose this one, unfortunately. I don't think we're gonna be able to go any further than this. I mean, that Geomagus is just... That's 360 attack and 190 health. That is bonkers. Yeah. Well, we just got outbeaten by an even crazier board. 11 gold for the hidden treasure vault. Oh well. So is that top 4 or are we top 5? Are we 5th place still? Oh, joint 4th. Okay. Well, technically still a win, I guess. I think. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I got a quest done though, so haha, screw you. It was all worth it. Hashtag worth. Anyway, that is going to be it for the games on that for today. Pretty good games, honestly. We started off with a win, but then we got 2 top 4s, 2 top 4s, and then we got technically another top 4 win at the end, but it was 5th place. And it don't matter. We were trying out a new build that was just presented to us the game before, and yeah, that tumbleweed could definitely be pretty good if you get the right build for it. So, who knows whether that will be something for them to look at in the future. I don't know. But again, I'm still just learning this as well, so I don't know what is good and what isn't good. The only thing I know was definitely like the substance spell that was removed before I started playing again today. I did not expect it to be removed so quickly. Again, I played it like a few hours ago, went out to get some food, and came back. And then we just played it now, and the pop-up was there. So, I guess they saw it pretty quickly. We're like, yep, that's a problem. We're causing problems with that. We can't have that at all. No. Got to take that out. Which, yeah, good on them. Because that definitely looked like it was going to be ridiculous to deal with. So, anyway, thank you guys so much, everybody, for watching. I do very much enjoy it. We'll be back with some more Battlegrounds at some point. Hope you guys enjoy it. Again, I want to just break up the action from time to time, play some of the games I just generally really enjoy, rather than just like the series I'm doing at the time. And Battlegrounds, you know, I give crap to Blizzard and such, and overall, yeah, they are a terrible company, but Battlegrounds is always fun to play, you know? It's the only reason I play Hearthstone, so the fact that it is enough for me to play a game that I don't otherwise play for the main thing, usually that's a pretty good sign. If this is essentially a side game, in a main game, and I'm playing the side game enough, and I don't even care about the main game. So, yeah, it's just always fun to do it. And I always like playing it when the new season starts because we can see all the new stuff that's available and the new combinations that can be done. It's all good stuff, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. I have been Salotus Chaos. You've been here, Swan Influence, as you always are. Before we wrap up, let us give a big old shout to the Patreons for their support. We have our $3 tier, gold tier Patreons: Padre Snow Mizzle, Dave Microwaves Games, Lady B. Darcy, Donut Bear, Vicky Osu, and Photo Negative Mickey. And then we have our Diamond tier Patreon, $5 a month, from Sugar Bean King. Thank you so much, everybody, for that kind support. Very much appreciate it. Again, if you're interested in Patreon, links in the description below for the offers on there. I do monthly podcasts and also offer some exclusive content from time to time. I might try and think about doing like exclusive videos like this to post on there. So there's like extra stuff for people who are interested in some of these videos. But we'll see how it goes. But there's a monthly podcast which you can submit submissions for and such, and listen to your heart's content for merely $1 a month. So there is that there. As I said, I've been Salotus Chaos. You've been fantastic. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.